Good evening. Welcome in daily UPSC editorial audio program. No law on price. The Times of India. The real travesty. The Hindu. Now the full editorial. No law on price. The Times of India. Legal guarantee of MSP is not workable. Farmers should give up on it. Government of India should not buzz. Times of India editorial. With Lok Sabha elections looming, some farm organizations decided is a good time to try and see if Government of India can be arm twisted to give more goodies. Their list of demands can be can be broken up to impractical and doable. Legal guarantee is a mirage. Farmers bent a legal guarantee on minimum support price (MSP) for crops. This is the most important demand and on what keeps recurring. It is also the most impractical. Any guarantee is just a promise on paper. Experience shows it can't be implemented. Show me the money. Government of India announces MSP for 22 crops. For most of them, the support price remains the on paper, and farmers receive the price determined by demand and supply conditions. It's mainly in two crops, paddy and wheat, that MSP works. For all practical purposes, MSP in food crop is a cereal cereal so it's all about procurement. It is procurement by government that gives MSP meaning. Falter on procurement, MSP loses relevance. Let's take government price movement on paddy, wheat, and bajra and how they work out on ground. Between 2014-15 and 2023-24, MSP of paddy common variety increased by a compound annual growth rate of 5.4%. Wheat during the same period increased by 5.1%. It's bajra where MSP increased more substantially at a compound growth of 8% because Government of India is promoting bajra. Farmers bet on real promises. Normally, a faster increase in MSP should have nudged farmers to switch to growing more bajra at the expense of paddy. Instead, the area under bajra declined by 24% between 2011 and 12 and 2021-22. For rice and wheat, area under cultivation recorded a modest increase. For all core cereal, area under cultivation fell during this period. It indicates that farmers are pragmatic. They respond to price signals when backed by procurement. Remove irritants. The meetings between government and farmers should focus on solving issues such as withdrawal of police cases from earlier protest and release of sized tractors. Government has promised to do so and should implement it. Legal guarantee of MSP is a bad idea and should be buried for good. The real travesty. The Hindu. The government who profoundly disagrees with state government should not stay in office. The government's customary address to the legislature at the first session of every year is being increasingly politicized. More often than not, those responsible for such unseemly controversies overshadowing the Solomon occasions are the incumbent of Raj Bhavan. In the latest instance, Tamil Nadu Governor R.N. Ravi has expressed his inability to read out the address prepared by the DMK-run government, citing what he termed misleading claims and facts in numerous passages. Reading them out, he claimed he would have made the governor's address a constitutional travesty. Compounding this constitutional mischief with a partisan claim, he sought to make much of the fact that the national anthem is played only at the end of the address and not at the beginning also. Anyone who understands the governor's role in a parliamentary democracy will know that it is the one declining to reach out the address prepared by an elected government who reduces the address to a travesty. Governments are run by parties that contest elections on a political platform, and it is only to be expected that they would seek to trumpet their achievements, real or exaggerated. In policy statements, it is the role of the political opposition and the people to judge the content of the address and not that of the governor. A simple test to ascertain the tenability of Mr. Ravi's claim that he declined to read out the customary address on factual or on moral grounds is to raise the question whether either the president or the governor in Bharatiya Janata Party ruled state would ever do so. He did not spell out what exactly the misleading or factuality wrong points were, but it is not constitutionally sustainable to claim that the governor's address should contain no criticism of the center or make no policy pronouncement against the center's policies. However, his point that the speaker should not have launched a tirade against him after reading out the Tamil version of governor's prepared speech is justified. Should such conduct by constitutional functionaries detract from the assembly's dignity? The larger issue is still the propensity of governors to act as political agents of the ruling party at the center. It is an unfortunate feature of India's constitutional system that the country is never short of grey eminences eager to occupy uh, gubernatorial office. But once appointed, they are equally eager to enter the political thicket. It is as if they believe that their duty is to obstruct and undermine state governments run by political adversaries. The real travesty is not a formal address containing questionable claims, but in a governor who disagree profoundly with its policy while remaining in office. Thank you.